We're going to take a 5-minute craft break together. Hello, I'm Claire from createdtheottaway, and today I'm going to show you something a little bit different. We're going to do a 5-minute make. That's right, we are going to make 2 cards in just 5 minutes, and you are going to use stuff in your stash. Hello to my members, lots of love to you. Leave me a comment below the video so that I know you've watched. And let's get creating. So these are what we're going to make. I'll just quickly show you them. So, oh, I didn't stick that bit down. Never mind. So that's going to go on my back panel, but you can see it's one piece of paper just folded over, and I've used what I would call some investment dies. They're dies that you're going to use over and over again, and these are the layered arches. These are Stampin' Up dies. You get a whole set like that, and you will use them for the rest of your crafting life. So that's the first one, and this is the second one. I've just layered them slightly different, but you can see it's the same. It's a whole piece of paper, and it's just the way it's folded. So what do you need? Bearing in mind we've only got 5 minutes, you need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Okay, it's best to have one that is any way up, and what I mean by that is it doesn't matter which way round it is. It's also really beneficial to you if it's two-sided, because that just makes this an even better make. So what you're going to do is take your 12 by 12 and you're going to cut it at 5.5 inches. So that's 14 centimetres or 5.5 inches, and you're just going to cut it right across the whole 12-inch piece. Okay, so you get a nice long piece like that, and you're going to do that again, and you're left with just a 1-inch piece that you can use for, we can use it on this project actually to wrap round a belly band. I'll do that at the end of this time. So I've got 2 pieces that are 5.5 by 12 or 14 centimetres by 30.5, and I'm just going to do some scoring. Now this is super quick because you do 2 cards at once, so I'm hoping that you can see. I'm going to put one piece of paper in that way, I'm going to flip it over and do the other piece, and I'm going to score them at the same time. Let me move that up so you can see. So the first score line we're going to do is 1 3/4. So I'm going to line that up at my 1 3/4, and I'm going to make sure it's right up tight to the top here. And I'm going to put the next one underneath, and I'm just going to butt it up so that it's exactly in line, and I'm going to score them together. So I'm scoring at 1 3/4. Okay, I'm going to lift that up and move it along. And the next one, sorry, 1 3/4 is 4.5 centimetres. The next one is 4 3/4. There's only 3 score lines you're going to do. So I'm doing exactly the same. 4 3/4, and that's 12 centimetres. And then I need to bring my arm out because the next one is 7 3/4. 7 3/4. Okay, so again, just making sure that everything lines up. 7 3/4, and the 3 score lines are done. So let me take those out. Okay, so this panel is your widest bit of scoring, so that's going to go like that. You're going to bring this piece over, fold it back, and fold it back again. And believe me when I say that is it. Ta-da! Okay, so there's your first card. I'm going to bring this one in, and this time you've got the widest bit, but it's the other side of the paper. So that gets folded that way. Okay, gets folded back that way and folded back that way on your score lines. And there is your other card. I'm just going to go over those with my finger because I've left this bone folder in the other room. Ta-da! Okay, so there's your 2 cards. That is it, 5 minutes. Okay, you're layering. So the first one, I'm going to put this arch there, and then I'm going to put this one, I'm going to put this one on the front, so the middle flap hasn't got anything on, and I'm going to lay that on the top, and that is going to make my card. Okay, now with this one I'm going to do it slightly different just to show you there's a variation. I'm going to put that one on the back, and all I will do with that is just centre it. Centre that on my back panel, put that on there, and then I will place that so you can see that it's layered. Okay, and then I'll put this one on the top, and there you have it, 2 cards in 5 minutes. Ta-da! If you want to see what embellishments I use, that will be a members only video, or check out my social media and you can see the finished article. I hope you give it a go and you love making 2 cards in 5 minutes using your scrap. Thanks for watching.